the first thing, if you're experiencing some form of diabolical harassment, is you have to first go to your parish priest, because your parish priest has a spiritual authority over you and grace will flow through him. Right? And if he sees that your case is quite complex and it's grave or serious, then he may refer you to diocesan. If there's a diocesan exorcist, then he would refer you to a diocesan exorcist. Now, a good thing would also be trying to read up on the topic, because there are now some good books on the topic. Just make sure that they are exorcists who have really been trained, especially by the Vatican, right? Because right now, as we mentioned, the Vatican now has, every year they would have a training course for exorcists. Especially now with this pandemic, the devil is really acting very active, because many people have what we say, there are many openings being created, relationally, spiritually, morally, psychologically, emotionally. He has a whole playground to play with. Many people are becoming vulnerable, and he's aggravating. He's causing all, and he's aggravating this situation. So we have to be protected, especially now. So I would recommend, if ever there's no diocesan exorcist, then try to seek for a diocesan exorcist, maybe in a nearby diocese. That's why it would be important to communicate with your parish priest, so he can maybe contact the bishop, and the bishop can be the one to see if there are any nearby exorcists within the vicinity to help the person. But I think the most important thing is really prevention, because prevention is much better than the cure. Once you're in it, once you're in the bondage to the devil, it's quite difficult to get out, because the devil will do all this, especially if you've gotten a lot of benefits from him, he will not simply let you go. And therefore, I would like to say that the most important thing at the moment is to always be in the state of grace. That's the most important thing. In the sacraments, when you're in the state of grace, the devil is afraid of you, because he sees the power of Christ in you. He sees the power of God's love in you. And therefore, when he sees God in you, as much as possible, he'll try to keep away from you. And secondly, use the sacramentals, because remember, as I mentioned a while ago, the devil not only attacks our soul, tries to attack our soul, he will also try to attack our body. So confession, very important, protects the soul, liberates the soul. But the sacramentals and prayers of liberation liberates the attachments of the devil on the body. So you learn about our sacramentals and prayers of liberation that you can use for yourself and also for your family members. If you, in your home, you have any kind of good luck charms or occult objects or talismans, amulets, you have to get rid of all of that, because you're trying to say to God, Lord, I believe in you, but I don't trust in you. That means you're not enough. That's why I have to go to these other powers and use these other powers or objects. So we have to purify our faith. If we're Catholics, then we have to say God is enough for everything in our life. We don't need these other powers. We don't need these spirits or these other objects. We only use what the Lord has given us, because God himself is enough. It's more than enough.